What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we have my Allen Iverson build in NBA 2K26. Now, before we get started, guys, shout out to 2K for inviting me out to Community Day so I can record this content for you guys. And on top of that, don't forget to follow my Kick on screen at the top of your screen, kick.com/Kenzo, or you can click the link in the description for that. I live stream over there, guys. I will be live streaming when the game drops, as soon as the game drops, and we're going to be streaming all day, and I'm going to need people to run with. So if you guys want to run with me, come follow me over at Kick, and there's no ads on Kick too. So if you guys would just want to watch a stream without getting interrupted every 2 seconds, go follow me on Kick, man. I'll see you guys over there. Definitely want to run with you guys. But let's get to the build. Now, this Allen Iverson build. Now, if you know me, I'm pretty much make one every year, and this one is going to be similar to my previous builds. I like to put dunk on my Allen Iverson build. So let's get into it. So the goal here, of course, I want a small guard. So we're going 6'1". We're going to take the weight. We're going to go ahead and play with the weight around. We're going to see what it does. Move it around here and there and see. But as I saw that I was lowering my weight down, it was dropping my perimeter way too low. So we're going to have to put some type of weight on him. Nothing crazy, but I'm about to show you guys what I came up with. So I'm playing around with the wingspan because I want to see if I can get that 96 mid-range shot, because that unlocks some good badges. So I decided to go with the 6'4" wingspan. I know that's 6'4", isn't like you don't have long arms, but I feel like with how we're going to make this build, it's going to work. So let's continue here. Now, this perimeter, it's kind of iffy because man, it's the less weight you go, you're faster, but you're losing that perimeter. But we're going to still have a very respectable perimeter on this build, so don't worry. So as of right now, I went ahead and put my driving layup to an 85, and I want my dunk to be an 87. Okay, I'm trying to get a dunk to an 87. Let me see, because in the future, your dunk does go to an 89. So if you do want to get 89, I believe it's not hard to actually upgrade dunk on a short build like this. Dunk is really cheap. And another thing I need to know when I finally get the full game in hand, is how much does a cap breaker raise your dunk for a small build? Because if you're able to put one cap breaker and get 12 dunk, then that changes everything. You see what I'm saying? So we actually able to get 90, I believe. With the 6'4" wingspan, you're actually able to get 90 driving dunk, which is kind of crazy on a 6'1". So let's continue. My bad. I know I'll keep going back and forth, but I made so many builds that I'll always see something new when I go back and watch these videos. So again, we're going with the dunk here. We're going to up the dunk. We're going to up that driving layup. We're going to up our mid-range shot to a 91. Well, I'm going to try to get it to a 91. Now, the main thing for any Allen Iverson build, of course, is to have the ball handle at 99. 99 ball handle will get you literally all the good playmaking badges you need, especially the ankle breaker badge. You guys want that badge because, of course, you're playing Allen Iverson. Of course, you want to have the highest ankle breaker because that's the point. You know what I'm saying? You want to break ankles. So, and with the new improved dribbling system, I think this 99 ball handle is going to go absolutely crazy. This might be a really fun small guard to use. So let's see. Now, I also went 91 speed with ball because I want to cap breaker it. Now, your speed with ball is tied into your speed. So I didn't want to just not use cap breakers because going really high on speed was eating up a lot of attribute caps. So I went ahead and went with 91. Then I was going to cap breaker it +5, eventually, later throughout the seasons, or whenever you're grinding the game, earning cap breakers, that way. So we're going to get this up probably later in it, mid-year, something like that, or in the first couple months or 2 months or so. So 99 ball handle, 96 speed with ball. Let's continue. Now, get your free throw up a little bit. Now I have 80 3-point shot here, but I'm going to end up taking this down because for starters, I don't have enough defense. I'm already at 95 overall, but we have no defense. Now, one thing about this is your steal rating is actually pretty cheap. So you're going to see this in just a second. So I'm going to try to put my steal up, and look how high I can get my steal. Already at a 79, only went up 1 overall. So I don't know how the cap breaker system, you know, really works in detail, but if we can get, you know, I can go to a 91 steal, or maybe if I can go to an 85 steal, and it lets me upgrade steal by like 4 attributes per cap breaker. I don't know yet. Again, we just got to see when we get our hands on the builds, and we can actually see how much cap breakers up each attribute, because that's the real game changer right there. So really, we're all in the dark here. So let's continue. But I do still want to make my build with only like cap breakers upping it by 1 in mind. So then if we get our cap breakers and they go higher than 1, we have more flexibility. So let's continue. So I'm going 91 here because of course 96 is Hall of Fame glove, and that leaves me room to cap breaker it to a 96 if I want to, because I can, you know, add 5 here, get the 96, and then boom, now we had that glove on Hall of Fame rating. So yeah, and we get that interceptor on Hall of Fame as well, so that's nice too. So here we are, upping my agility. I felt like my agility was just way too low, and your agility surprisingly isn't really tied too much in the game. So you might see builds with really low agility in the game. So I feel like that's kind of like a trap. I think, now I could be wrong, you might not need agility, but I personally think you might need it this year. Again, we don't know. We got to test everything out, lab everything to see, do we really need agility? But I think we do. So that's why I'm trying to put agility on my builds. So that's just what I'm doing here. Again, we don't know until we get our hands on the game. So yeah. Now, when it comes to vertical, I was looking at like contact dunk animations, and I believe one of the requirements is 78. So I'm gonna go ahead and skip ahead. I know I looked at it. Yeah, where is it? I looked at it right here. 2-foot moving contact dunks. This is 96 driving dunk. I'm not getting that, of course. 82 vertical. So we're gonna be looking at the off 1. So where are the, oh, so this is the 2-foot moving contact dunks, the small ones. Small dunks off 2 is 86, 75. So we'll be able to get that, of course, you know, if we get the dunk up a little bit more. So I want to see what the one-handed ones are looking like here. So we're going down to one-handed. We got to go down to contact. We're looking for right here. Boom. Small contact dunks off 1 requires a 93. So automatically, like, you know, we're not getting the 93 because we can't even go that high. So honestly, now that I think about it, I think I made a small mistake in this builder. So we might have more attributes to work with when the game fully comes out, because I think I went 70. Yeah, I had went 78 vertical. So I think I could take that down to 75 and have a little bit more attributes to work with. So let's continue here. Again, I'm pushing the driving dunk up as much as I can because I want to get, I'm trying to get this 87 driving dunk here for the posterizer on silver. Now, one crazy thing that you can do with this build, since we already are using cap breakers for our playmaking, we're going to have 99 ball handle, 96 speed with ball. You might, I don't know how well this is going to work, but you might just be able to just specialize in finishing. And then now you have Hall of Fame posterizer with crazy playmaking, with, you know, you'll have access to some legend shooting badges because your mid-range shot is so high. You'll get it to a 96 with cap breakers eventually. I mean, that might be a little crazy. Like, I don't know exactly where I want to specialize this build at, because again, we get that max +2. Remember, we get that max +2 with the build specialization. So I'm going to go ahead and take my mid-range down. We're going to take this down to a 91. So we give more room for the builder. Now we're going to go ahead and put our pass up to a 78. Now, one thing about it is I do agree that the pass is a little bit too low. I at least would want something in the 80s for my pass. So that might be something that I might consider, like when I drop my vertical, putting it back on pass, because I don't think I need the 78. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think I need the 78. Again, I'll perfect these builds once the game fully comes out, but this is going to be something that you guys can like have to use when you first get your hands on the game, so you're just not like in the dark as soon as the game comes out, and you can already have something in mind. So let's continue here. So I might just drop this vertical down a little bit, put it into pass act, because that's, you know, that might be a thing there. So I have this 83-point shot. Now remember, I have a really, really high mid-range. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take down my 3-point shot, because I feel pretty confident with shooting with a low 3-pointer with really high midi, especially when I'm playing on a slashing build. This is a mainly you're not 3 hunting with an Allen Iverson build. You're mainly trying to get to the rim. You're trying to break your opponent down with a 99 ball handle and get to the rim, and then, you know, once the defense collapses, you'll kick out. So, or you can, you know, step back midi, you can fade from midi, you can work the mid-range game. If they're trying to, like, you know, play zone on you, you can work the mid-range. So 3-pointer isn't something I'm necessarily hunting for. I'll shoot it if they leave me wide open, and wide open shots I'm very confident that I can hit with a mid 70 3-pointer with a really, really high mid-range. You see what I'm saying? So if you guys play 2K25, you would know the badges you get from a high mid-range really, really help your 3-point shot a lot. So here I'm just playing around to see what I can get, but I still need to get the dunk up. So when I continue here, chat, you're gonna see I got 87 here. We went down to 76 on the 3-point shot. I'm trying to work to see what I can get with the layup in terms of layup. Now, if layup is something that you don't really care about, or you don't need that high of layup to still successfully do different finishes, then we can, you know, work around that attribute as well to add somewhere else. Continuing on, I want to get to where, you know, the ending of the build is here, because I do change some things around. Yes, I went for a 90 layup on the build. I went for a 90 layup on this build right here. I went ahead and dropped the pass down to 78 and went for a 90 layup. Now, again, I don't believe I need this vertical, or I'm not sure if it's tied into anything, but if it's not, we might be able to take 3 off this vertical, add it to our pass, and I think the build would be pretty well rounded at that point. So at the end of everything, guys, the build comes out to, let's play it. The build comes out to a ball hawking midi slasher, which I think is a great comp for Allen Iverson, to be completely honest with you. Ball hawking midi slasher, shoots the mid range, slashes to the basket well, plays the lanes, gets those steals, everything you need, right? So yeah, the go-to badges are, you know, we got handles for days. Of course, we will be getting all these to legend. We'll be getting handles for days legend, lightning launch legend, ankle assassin legend. We'll be super quick, like extremely fast. In a build like this, day one, where I'm noticing people are going low on their agility, pretty like mid 80 on their speed, low 80 on their speed, that I'm seeing other builds pop up with. You'll be really able to just blow by your defender with little effort and just get to the rim. So I'm really thinking we might just need to find a way to up that pass accuracy, y'all. And I think will be dangerous, because people are going to have to help. And the centers, those really, really tall centers are like super slow this year. I think we'll just be able to get to the rim like so fast that the defense doesn't even have time to rotate. So we'll see what happens. But strengths are moves leaves defender lost, constant threat in the passing lanes, pulls up smooth from the elbow, rarely gets caught from behind, and no weaknesses to report. So that just goes to show you, man, pretty well-rounded build in my opinion. Let me know if you like it. I'm probably going to make adjustments when I do get around to making this build. I probably will definitely make adjustments. But guys, like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Kick for the day one stream. And also hit that bell icon to stay notified of all the videos. With that being said, y'all, peace out. Appreciate y'all rocking with me. Until next time, I'm out. Of course, I got more builds for y'all, so stay tuned. There's a lot more builds coming within the coming days. I got y'all. So, all right, y'all. Peace.